Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel. Anyway, this is going to be episode 1 of many, probably about 60 or so, for finding the absolute best drift car in Forza Horizon 5. Now the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to build every single car in this game into a drift car, and essentially it's just going to be trial and error. So first up we have Acura. They only have 3 cars. So I'm kind of nervous for the brands with a lot more cars in the game like Nissan. I presume this video will be around 15 minutes long. So I might have to chop up the later videos into multiple parts. But this is how I'm going to start off. It's a good starting place. Anyway, the first car in Acura is the RSX Type S 2002. So this is where we're going to start. And I'm just going to hop right into it. Upgrades and tuning, custom upgrade. I usually start at the back and work my way up. So stock, it has a 1.8 liter inline 4, I believe. And the alternate engine is 1.6 inline 4 turbo rally. So we're going to throw in the turbo rally just to get as much horsepower as we possibly can. Our rear wheel drive, like always. Cosmetics. There's actually a lot more than I thought there would be. I usually like the West bumpers, body kits, whatever. Yeah, that's what I'm going to stick with. For the fin, I find they're always too big. Yeah, I'm just going to stick with what I have on now. That one's not bad, but I'll stick with this one. Probably just go with the West again. I do like this one, though. I'm going to stick with this. For the hood, or the bonnet. And side skirts, doesn't really matter. I usually go with snow tires. I find they're less grippy. I'll go usually 1 up on the front and full in the back for tire width. Full out for engine spacers. I usually like the BBS wheels. I find they're very nice. I'm just gonna scroll around and see if there are any other ones I like. Yeah, these are clean. I'm gonna use these. We go back. We'll go to the engine. There aren't as many upgrades as I thought there was. Okay, we have a little over 500 horsepower. That should be enough. I usually aim for like 700 or more, but full brakes, full drift suspension, no anti-roll bars. I usually don't put them on unless they go green in handling. Okay, that puts it closer to 50%. Closer to 50%. It bumps me up to S1, but we'll see if there's anything else I can take out later. Transmission usually never helps, but I'll throw on a race. Okay, I always put on drift differential. Even I think it just helps with the bass tune and stuff. If I shrink that, it does put it down a little bit. Yeah, there isn't really anything I can do to put it down into 800. It's a bummer. Okay, I'll stick with this for now. $93,000 isn't bad. I'm just going to put on a bass tune, pump up the tires a bit. By a bit, I mean a lot. The gearing's whacked on this. I'm just going to stretch it out so that it's white lines lined up with the corner there. I'll throw in some toe. Everything else seems to be fine. I'll bump that up to 1. And yeah, that looks like it'll be it. Apply. And let's go rev this thing. See what it sounds like. Okay. Man, I like the front of this car. It looks so nice. Let's rev it up. That sounds really nice. Okay. Let's try to take this out for a spin. I like how this drives. I've only been driving it for like literally a second, and I'm really enjoying it. I did not expect much from this car, not gonna lie. I don't even expect to find or build as many good drift cars as I'm hoping for this series. But if this is what they're all gonna be like, that's a pretty good start. It's not really great. Okay, I'm gonna try to go down this loop here. A little far. I'm gonna have to go a little bit over the speed limit. Sorry, Mexico. Okay, man, this slides so nicely. For 500 horsepower, I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. Hopefully the other Acuras are this good. I should have started off with another one. This thing just rips. I wasn't really trying to build point drift cars, but I might actually be able to use this one. I'll test it out on the Volcano Drift Zone. Acura S later. Let me see if I can get 1.1 mil. I feel like I will be able to. Man, this thing looks so nice. I'm very pleased with how many cosmetics there are. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to the festival and we'll work on the next one. Now, I'm very happy with this one. We're just gonna have to see what the next one is. Integra Type R 2001. So this one's a year older. I find the older the car is, the more engine swaps it usually has. So we'll see how that goes. Again, starting at the back, working my way to the front. Okay, so we do have two this time. 2-liter inline 6. And the same one we have in the other one. I don't want to... I'll go with the other one because I don't want to just create the same car. I did not think so many cars were front-wheel drive. Anyway, I'll just go single turbo for now. Cosmetics, nothing. I'm just going to upgrade the engine full, get as much horsepower as I can out of this. Man, that is the weirdest horsepower and torque line I've ever seen. That sounds pretty nice. But if I get 23 more horsepower, I'll just throw on the uglier exhaust, I guess. Double turbo and full cooling. The flywheel doesn't really do anything, but I usually just throw one on just because. How much horsepower do we have? A little over 500 again. Okay. We'll see how this drives. I'm just gonna... Yeah, there isn't any cosmetic things. Tires, always snow. I don't think I've ever put drift tires on a car yet. Slim and then fatter in the back. I'm gonna bump up the rims. They're a little small. I actually don't mind how these look. I'm just gonna keep them full out, like I always do. When there's an option. Braking, handling, all that is gonna be full. Drift suspension. Anti-roll bars. Yeah, I might as well. And oh my, that's terrible. Okay, 60%, 56%. That's a lot better. I know it bumps me up to S1, but it's worth it. Is it? No, same percentage. I'm just gonna go there. Keep me in A800. Transmission. Yeah, okay, I'll bump it up this time. Driveline, always. Drift. Ugh. Never mind. Differential. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Sorry. Okay, saving. We'll just throw a tune on, just like the other one. I feel like I'm just going to pump up the tire pressure. Okay. I think that'll be a good start. We'll see how this thing drives. Here we are. It definitely doesn't look as good as the other one. I'm going to say that right now. Okay. I do like the sound of it. It does sound nice. So far, it seems to slide pretty easy. Maybe a little bit of resistance. I can just fix that with the toe. My camber's full in the front, though. I'm just going to test it out through this drift zone. I usually aim for like 120. Seems like a pretty good marker. See if the car's worthy. It's a lot better than doing the volcano drift zone. It takes way too long. So I'll usually use this one. Or there's another one closer to the other festival that I'll use sometimes. Yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with this too. These are a lot lower horsepower builds than I usually do. I usually aim for like 700 to 900 horsepower. I usually don't go over 1,000. Once you're over 1,000, it's basically just cheating. But okay, there is a circuit in point drifting where you have to go around this loop. So I'm just gonna test it out, see if it holds up to other cars I've built. Okay. You know, for a car I had little hope in, it's pretty good. It could be a little slippier, but overall, I'm pretty impressed, I have to say. Still, not as aesthetically pleasing as the first one, but overall, I am impressed. Oh, I forgot to rev the engine at the beginning, like I did with the other one. Give me a second. Slow this thing down. Okay. I'm happy with that. Sounds nice. Okay. We have an Acura NSX, I believe, is the last one. I thought there was an older one, but I guess that's under Honda, so. I feel like this one will produce the most horsepower, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, there isn't even an engine swap. Okay. Always throw on rear-wheel drive. I don't really believe in all-wheel drive drifting. No cosmetics. Snow tires, as usual. Slim in the front, fat in the back. The rims are way too big already, but I can't really fix that. Full out. I don't mind the rims. I don't think I'm going to touch them. And yeah, transmission does nothing like usual. Driveline, differential. And then drift suspension, anti-roll bars do not help. And the distribution on this isn't great either. Okay, the weight distribution. Okay, to the engine, we're just gonna go full because the torque goes down on this. Usually it goes up with the horsepower, but it tanks near the end. Anyway, full. Okay. Twin turbo, full cooling, and flywheel just because I feel like it. When we have 757 horsepower. So that's closer to what I usually aim for. We'll see how this goes. Okay, $67,000. That's actually cheaper than it usually is. I don't think I'm going to tune it. I feel like that should be enough horsepower so that I won't need to tune it. But, man, I don't really like the look of this car. I have to say, it's kind of ugly. Anyway, let's give her a rip. Sounds nice. No, I don't think it's as nice as the other ones. I believe it's a V6 stock, but let's go. It has a lot of resistance. I could bump it up with the tire pressure, but I feel like this video is already going to be way too long. Okay, it's not bad. It's also, the roads are also wet, so it'd be slippier. It's slippier than usual. We'll see if I can get 120 on this. It's not bad. I don't think it's really bad point-wise. I just really don't like how it drives. Especially compared to the first ones. Because there was only 2 before this, but it's not great. I gotta say. I could probably fix it, but considering I don't even like how this car looks, I don't think I'm gonna try to build this any further. Okay, 123. That's not bad. I'm interested to see I feel like I got 124 on the last one. We'll try this on the Integra. Let's try it around this corner again. Okay. It's a weird build, I have to say. It's extremely weird. It seems resistant, but at the same time, it gets the points that... I mean, it's a decent car. I definitely wouldn't use it on a daily basis. But if I had to use a certain, like... I don't know where I'm going with this, but... Okay. And I'd probably give this like a 6 out of 10. I don't really like how it looks, don't like how it drives, but it works. Like, I wouldn't recommend it to someone. So, for Acura, the first company I am doing for this, I'm pleased with how the series is starting, not gonna lie. I'm happy with the cars I've built. But anyway, I'm gonna hop into the first one and meet you guys later. Alright guys, I am back in this 2002 Acura. And it looks so nice. Not so much the back, but the front does. I just love how this thing drives. As I said earlier, if this is how the rest of the series is gonna go and all these cars turn out as well as this did, I'm very happy. So, as I said I would, I did bring this car down the volcano before I filmed this. I mean, before I filmed this part of the video. And it did get 1.1 million, just a little bit above. So, usually I try 1.1 million. That's usually my standard, but if I do like the way a car drives, I will favorite it. I think I have a little over 10 cars that can do 1.1 million on the volcano. And after the first episode in the series, we already have another one to add. So I'm interested to see how many 1.1 million drift cars we'll have by the end of this. But I feel like the series is going to take at least a year. But I have time, so if you did enjoy the video, please leave a like. And that'll be all, folks. Have a great week.